Watch this video in its entirety. We have a lot of good information, especially for tomorrow's march protest on the Strip, the 7th of September, and future marches. Again, the call to action is for you guys to watch the whole video. We're going to get through this fast, but let's start on preparing for tomorrow on the 7th, so our people can prepare. Yes. And we'll start first off with like basic things like bringing water. Right? Because we went to the protest on the 29th, and it was supposed to be, actually, it was called a rally. Yeah. And we thought we were going to be in one static spot. Maybe there'd be a stage and speakers. Total opposite. We end up going on a 3-mile hike, right? Or 3-mile march.
Yeah, it felt like a hike because we went up the stairs.
Yeah, dude.
Those escalators were broken.
Yes, that was, I mean, it was lots of escalators and staircases. But we weren't prepared, but that's why we're having this podcast now, because we want to tell everyone for tomorrow and future, don't expect. Always be prepared. So water, bring water. It's very important. Bring little snacks, protein bars, things like that. Comfortable walking shoes, a comfortable outfit. Yeah. You know, it's going to be hot. Bring your paraphernalia as far as signage. Bring your signs. You know, if you have a bullhorn, bring a bullhorn. You want to chant, you want to cheer on, you want to encourage, bring it on. And buddy system. Try not to come alone, right?
If you guys come in a group, you know, one person will have the snacks, one person will have the waters, one person will have the signs. That way,
and one person will be looking out.
One person, that's important. Yeah, you also have to look out because it's because we're meeting at 4 o'clock. It's gonna be pretty warm. So bring a hat too to shade yourself. Yes. If you could come in a group of at least 3.
Yes.
3 or more. 2 is fine, but 3 is better.
Yes.
3 or more is better. That way, each of you has a role, and you always want to be watching each other's back because this.
That's actually going to segue us into the next part, brother.
Yeah.
Defense and awareness.
So this is from the FBI.gov website. This is their definition of terrorism: the unlawful use of force and violence against persons or property to intimidate. And basically, you know what groups like to do that. Groups like Antifa, leftist groups, Marxist groups. And Antifa is actually broken off into a bunch of little groups, unnamed groups. They're just anonymous, but they still have the same thing. They use beliefs. They use those tactics to intimidate. And their goal is to prevent us from exercising our First Amendment right. Yes. So it's okay for them to pillage and murder, but we're not allowed to peacefully protest. And that's intimidation. That's a form of terror. Sun Tzu, Art of War, says if you know your enemy and you know yourself, you need not worry the outcome of 100 battles. Because
who said that?
Sun Tzu is in the Art of War. The Art of War, yeah, Sun Tzu in the Art of War. And so if you watch these Antifa videos, these Antifa riot videos, and what they do, they prefer large, blockable, wide streets where they can attack en masse.
You mean blockable, like they could cap off the ends, like they could control it. That's what you mean by blockable. Yeah. You don't mean like a grid like blocks.
No,
you mean like blockable, like they control it.
Exactly, exactly. So a group of you know, maybe 100. You've seen the videos. So, you know, sometimes it's hundreds of them.
Oh yeah.
They're in a large group, and then they could attack in mass.
Got it.
The Las Vegas Strip is not conducive for that tactic. So what else they can do is infiltrate.
Ooh, that's hard to identify, right? Because they look like us.
They look like us.
They chant like us.
They chant like us. They'll wear Trump shirts. They'll wear American flag shirts. If we do the Pledge of Allegiance, they'll say it right along with us.
So how do you identify these guys?
By their actions. Our actions as a people, as our group, we are peaceful protesters. We do everything peacefully. We don't vandalize. We don't riot. And we don't attack people and assault people indiscriminately. We will defend ourselves by all means necessary, but we don't attack people. So when you see someone vandalizing, they're not one of us. They're an infiltrator. If you see someone trying to riot, even a group of people trying to riot, they are not one of us. They are infiltrators. If you see someone assaulting another person just out of the blue, they're not one of us. They're infiltrators.
Amen. And in that moment, I would say, if it's assault, I would say, group up and get the people that are willing and able and capable of getting physical. If you're not able and you're not capable, stay back. Let the other patriots come in and do that. But abuse or assault, that's the fine line in the sand. You go in and you hold that piece of shit down until the police get there.
Yeah, this is a stand your ground state, so you're not obligated by law to flee.
Amen.
If you're in a place legally and someone enters your personal space and tries to attack you illegally, you have the right to defend yourself and others.
Amen.
And others. And so the best thing to do is if you see an infiltrator acting up, surround him in a group, get him in a group. If you go one-on-one with him, it'll turn to a fight, you'll go down with him. And so it's best, remember, strength in numbers.
Yes.
Strength in numbers. That's why you come in groups. That's why you come in groups. And we also have our own numbers that are also going to be within our group. We have at least 4 organizations who
Yes.
are going to be
Scattered.
on watch. They're going to be scattered. They're
Yeah.
going to be on watch, and they are experienced. And for those of you who are aware of what's been going on politically, and you know who those groups are,
Yes.
and these are badass motherfuckers. You do not want to mess with these guys.
We're not trying to scare you. We don't want to get you upset, but at the same time, it's the reality of what's happening. If we don't share this information with you, we do a disservice to you. We send you into the wolves in
Yeah.
a sense, because we got to be transparent with you guys. Things can go awry. It could happen, and actually, it will happen. Maybe not tomorrow, but it will happen. So we got to be prepared now.
I'm tired of seeing videos of people on our site, people going to prayer rallies or people going to freedom rallies, and then seeing our side get their asses kicked. Now, lately, I've been seeing videos of Antifa in LA getting their asses kicked by our guys. Lately, yeah. And it is awesome because now our guys are prepared, so we have to be prepared. It's not so much being paranoid, it's being prepared.
Yes, and in those videos, did you notice who was with our side?
Yeah.
The police.
Yeah, the police was at our side. Yeah, they're because they're getting tired of it. And if you notice, you watch those videos, a lot of people on our side are wearing their body armor. If you have body armor, bring it. That's an extra line of defense. If you have your body armor, if you get into an altercation, you don't have to worry about blocking your chest.
Yes.
Pepper spray is really important.
Yeah.
Make sure you bring pepper spray. You need to have some kind of projectile weapon. Pepper spray.
Yes.
If you don't have it, you get it at sporting goods stores. Gun shops sell pepper spray. The gun shops sell really good pepper spray.
Amen.
But yeah, and remember, strength in numbers. You don't want to be alone. Come in groups.
And don't forget too, utilize, like I said, Metro. Utilize the police. They're gonna be there. The police are gonna. They were there last time. They're gonna be there as long as we're following protocol and we're following the laws.
Yeah.
They're for us. They're there for us. So you see something happen, you just yell it out. Point the person out. Make sure they know who it is. They'll get them.
A police officer may come to us while we're standing still and tell us to move. They're not telling us not to protest. They're just saying, because in Las Vegas, very large groups of people, I think, 100 or more, whatever the statute says, we can't be static in one place on the strip. We have to keep moving.
Yep.
So we could go around in circles.
Yeah, that's what we did the last March. We just kept doing laps.
Yeah, we could go back and forth if we wanted to.
Absolutely.
As long as we march through the freaking Bellagio.
We marched through the Bellagio. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And the bridge took us there. We didn't even mean to.
Yeah, we didn't mean to. The bridge naturally goes there. So that's on them. Whoever the fucking architect, whoever the architect was, that's on them, man.
That was fun. I looked at you, I was like, dude, we're really doing this. I'm like, yeah.
If you go to the videos on our Facebook, you look at the one
from the 29th?
From the 29th, yeah. If you go to our Facebook, look at the one 29th, dude, over 1,500 of us. No one was afraid.
No one was afraid. It's just the camaraderie. It's the like-mindedness. It's almost like a family, dude. Everyone stay tuned. This is the first podcast of many. Yeah. And me and Angel got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, got a lot to talk about.
God bless everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Be prepared and stay safe.
Stay safe, guys. God bless. Remember, you are not alone.